And hello and welcome to this basic guide for Hayate. This man was a unique character. I remember in Dead or Alive 5, I had a lot of trouble just trying to figure out how to play this guy. He had a lot of his moves, a lot of his normals would, especially the ones that looked like they could be used as pokes, they would move him forward. And I was kind of, it was weird because then I'd be like in the space of the opponent without meaning to be. I mean, all I wanted to do was poke. So it was kind of weird since I had to deal with that. But I found ways around it, and I'll try to show some of those off. But I guess we'll go over some of this, what he can do at the long range, starting with his punches. Quarter circle back punch. You can hit that 3 times. Or the punch button 3 times after the quarter circle back punch. Then if you can also use that last hit to hit low. In case they block like the first 2 hits standing, they'll get by that last low kick. Forward punch. You can get a combo off of that from a pretty far distance away if he lands it. Standing kick, forward kick, and then forward punch. So it'd be like, and all that because he got in from this distance about. No, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Quarter circle back kick. We'll do that. At the closest range you can possibly get it from this distance, you press down punch. After it, you can get a little off the ground hit right there. Quarter circle forward kick. Standard knockdown. Down forward HK puts them in a prime position to put some pressure on wake up. Right? Then we'll get into what he can do with the punch and kick button at long range. His forward punch and kick will move him forward in a little command dash type sort of thing. And he can either do nothing and then just go for some strikes, close range, or he can do stuff like forward punch and kick punch, forward punch and kick, and from here he gets in a back turn, so you can either get out of the back turn by pressing the hold button or press up and PK at the same time to get you a little off the ground hit right there, or on the ground hit. However, that will put him, one for the on the ground hit will put him on the other side. So I mean you could use that. Say you're back here with your back against the corner and you're trying to get out. You have some space to work with. You can try going for that. And if it hits, I mean you'll be on the other side, out of the danger of wall pressure. Oh yes, and he also has the forward PK throw. He could also do that. Now on the subject of forward PK, you can also do back PK, which can be delayed by holding the PK down. And you can also cancel out of doing anything. Pressing back PK always will automatically give that. You don't have to press an extra button to get that attack right there. That's only for when you're pressing forward PK. You'll have to press something if you want something to come out after that. But back PK, you can actually cancel out of doing anything. You can cancel out of doing that attack right there by holding down PK as you're pressing back PK, and then tap back. So you hold down PK as you're pressing back PK, and then you tap it back, and then he'll snap out of that. I mean, this is I'm trying to. I'm actually going a little. I feel like I'm doing a little bit too in depth here with this PK nonsense, but I mean, this is like a little bit more. You'll probably use this knowledge like in the future. I wouldn't worry too much about this right now. This is just like good to know if you want to. I don't know, maybe fake out an opponent by doing back PK, then forward PK, and then do something like that, or just bob and weave. Stuff like that, just like to take out your opponent. They're humans online anyway. It's food for the future. I wouldn't really worry too much about this stuff right now. And forward PK. We'll give you a little launcher. You can follow up with forward P, then K. After forward PK, P and K. That makes any sense. Anyways, back to the mid to close range buttons. I really like up back punch. You can get a combo from that, from the mid range. Up back punch, kick, up kick, punch, kick, kick. Up close, I like adding a forward punch, and then going up back punch, kick, up punch, punch, kick, kick. Buttons and the punch with the punch button commands with using the punch button I would stay away from is probably back punch, because it'll put you in a back turn. I mean, I would stay away from that just for the fact that you'll avoid putting yourself in dangerous situations because of the back turn. So you can't really get like a actual 2-hit combo from back punch. I mean, I would, in my opinion, I would just stay away from this unless you're purposely trying to do something. But I would stay away from back punch. Kicks, I like to use down forward kick. Although this moves them forward, I typically would do down forward kick, wait for a block or a hit, and then just block right after and wait for an opportunity to throw out a forward punch. And then go for that combo I showed earlier. Because and this is probably the issue I was mentioning earlier, where some of like the pokes that he has at in like the mid range, it kind of moving forward, and like when the usually people use pokes like to stay at a distance and do like damage and keep people out, but this man goes forward. So it's kind of, I had to find a way to work around that, and I thought, well maybe if I throw out this down forward kick, block a little bit, I'll already be in the range to do some damage with that up forward punch. Anyways, down back kick also moves them forward, but not as gravely as down forward kick does. Although if it whiffs, you might be in somewhat of a trouble. So I would make sure that if you're going to use it, you would actually use it at the optimal ranges, to try to at least put yourself in an advantageous position. Yeah, I would say this is probably one of his better pokes in the mid range. Down forward, down back kick. Also, the back kick I would stay away from as well, since it, like the back punch, if you do back punch, you don't get like a guaranteed like 2-hit combo. But back kick you do, if it actually hits. I mean, but the thing is that it'll keep you in that back state, so you'll have to remember to get out of there. I would still stay away from any moves, any characters that put you in back turn state without like obvious advantages. But compared to back punch, yeah, back kick is better, since it actually combos. You just have to remember to snap out of there and get yourself in a free position. because he'll still be back turn. Just regular HK, you can press it twice. Starts up moderately fast, not too fast, but I mean it's still. It hits really well at the mid range, and you can go for a down punch after you get that last that second hit. Down HK is, you know, it has a starts up pretty slow, but it hits exactly at the mid range, right at the mid range. So I mean, it's good for that. Your regular punch and kick is just gives you a little knockdown, which you can follow up with forward PK and then kick if you wanted to. I guess now we'll check out some this wall combo right here. So quarter circle forward punch gives you a close hit at close range, but say you're at this distance, it's still it'll get you pretty good damage with when you combine it with up back kick off of the corner. Pretty nice chunk of damage, easy to do. Or say if you even get the close hit version, a little bit more damage like that. Or if you want to follow with the break blow right after that instead of the up back kick. Pretty good damage if I do say so myself. You can even do it without the close hit. It'll still do a pretty good amount of damage. Up back punch will give them a little. Is it up back punch? No. Up back punch and kick. There we go. Give them a little flip. You know, maybe you want to get out of there. Now put some distance. Yeah, this is a way. This could be a way to do it. It gives you slightly more distance. Whereas if you were to use back punch and kick to, you know, in the place of a regular dash, I think you get a little bit more mileage if you use up back punch and kick. You're trying to separate yourself. Alright, so now I guess I'll start up some CPU matches and show some of this stuff in action. Whoops. I've been playing too much Mortal Kombat. I tried to block with R2, I ended up doing this. I ended up doing that. I need to stop. Crap. Oh, shoot. And should be about it for Hayate. It's hard. It's hard to strike at a range where the opponent can't hit you. It's really hard to do that because if you use down forward K, you're gonna be in their range already, and you're either gonna have to press buttons after that or block and wait for a chance to counterattack. Or if you press down back K, it's a lot better than down forward K, but you might still want to like guard and then backdash to reset to give yourself some more space. It's really he the man is hard to use at the distance. I feel like his optimal range is up close, I guess. But it is still possible to play him at like the mid to long range, like to poke at like the mid range. But you got to remember to backdash. You got to be active, like backdashing after you poke. It's weird, but it's still cool. It's still cool. Anyways, this has been the tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.